Hello everybody, it's Catherine and happy Friday. So I've been missing in action because we've had some visitors. Oh, we've had some visitors. It's been marvellous. As you know, we haven't seen anybody apart from my youngest son briefly when he was allowed to travel again. And so my eldest stepson and the family have been up. So we've had the grandchildren now. They've not stayed with us. They stayed in a premier lodge, premiering, but spent most of the time here. So they weren't mixing with too many people and then mixing with us. So we made our own little bubble, shall we say, the 6 of us, and it's been lovely. So yeah. It sort of lifted our spirits a bit, and then I'm still sorting my craft room out because little girls love to craft, and even little boys. He's not 2 yet, but he's been crayoning and having a great time, and Lily Rose has been doing a bit of sewing and stamping and goodness knows what. Oh, and how does this work, Nanny Catherine? What's this stamper thing here? And so it's been great fun. So I thought I'd just give you a bit of a catch up before we start afresh next week. And first of all, I've changed the cover. I had the sewing piece on here, if you recall. And I can't find it. I put it away, but I had this, but I'm going to still put this inside. I think that's going to be a pocket, but I decided that I liked this on the front, one of my little skinny mini lunch boxes, little pocket there and a tag in there. Now what I've done with these tags, these are from my embroideries kit, and I did all the initial embroidery and then photographed it again so that you've got some tags that you didn't have to sew. And then I've just added some different fabric on the top of it to go in with this theme journal. So really showing you that you can get more for your money out of your printables that you buy. So the back, we did all this with the out of the jar. I've done a little bit more sewing on of the things there, and then I'll put this Japanese card there, and then some of David's paint chip art. So this is coming along nicely, and obviously on Tuesday we'll be carrying on with some sewing on that, some slow stitch, and then the 2 signatures are coming on. We did the edgings together and flaps, so I've just not flaps, tabs, and I put some more on. And done a little bit of decoration. So like I've put some of these paint chips on of David's, which I thought went with this style of journal, just to give it some different interest. Gorgeous. Look how you probably can't see them on camera as good as they are in real person. So we will be carrying on with that. Then I've started a little women journal. This is a I've got a box set of Little Women, and I don't like keeping the boxes. I like the books to be on the shelves. So we've cobbled this together to make a spine there, and I'm looking forward to doing this one. So I've got my 3 signatures. I've got 3 signatures in it, and I'll tell you all about that when we do a bit more on it. But yeah, I think this will be great. And it's a lovely book, Little Women, anyway. It's a lovely classic, and I've got all sorts of pretty things in that I thought would go with the Little Women theme, and clothes and sort of fashion and pretty things. And I think that's going to be a gorgeous Gorgeous little journal there. Don't know if I'll put some lace or something on there as well, I think. So that's that. Monday makes next week. I'm going to be making some button flap ephemera using recycled envelopes. Obviously we'll be decorating those as well, but I wanted to mainly do the button flaps, and we'll put some themed paper to go with the Japanese theme. So that's what's coming up on Monday. The latest batch, we've got another batch that's turned out really dark from the avocado skins this time again. So that's the last two batches that have been really, really dark. Look at that, gorgeous. That one, that was like the top copy. So all sorts of interesting markings that's come out on here. Mixture of light and dark. I think they're fabulous. Look at them. So there are David's put them in the shop as dark. So we have the normal avocado dyed, which is a mixture and we never know what we're going to get. And then where it says dark, the last two batches have turned out, you know, very dark and very patterned. So I thought I'd let you know that they were in the shop, because I know people were asking if they had some darker. They love the ones we've got, but if there's anything darker comes up for the specific project they wanted, let them know. So I have. And then finally, I promised I would do my Viking Loom haul. So Viking Loom is in York, which is the capital of Yorkshire, and it's a fantastic place to visit. If you're not, even if you're in the UK, York is a destination a lot of people come to for long weekends and things. But if you're from overseas, yeah, everybody wants to go to London, but York is another. There's a lot of Viking history there. You know, we've still got the castle walls intact that you can walk around. So this is where I was talking about that I go with my, about 3 times a week with my, 3 times a week? I wish, 3 times a year as a little trip from, although it's only 30 miles away, we go there and do a crafting day. So it's called the Viking Loom. I'll put the details down below. So this is my little baggie. So what did I get from there? A plus. Yeah, that's a journal in the future, isn't it? Look at that, lovely bag. So let's have a look-see. I couldn't resist these fabrics. Wait till you see it. I'll open this one first because it's the biggest. So again, she was so helpful. She's lovely, the lady that owns it. And it says designed and printed in Japan. So she went and found out all the things that were Japanese inspired or actually direct from Japan. And this, how perfect is this? Because look at that. The pattern that I've got on the template, perfect match. Look at that, that's perfect match. So, you know, may even be another Japanese journal with that fabric. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Then, oh, look at this. Look at this. Glorious, glorious. This is called Alexandria by Chonga Huang for Timeless Treasures Fabrics of Soho, London. And I got a half, oh sorry I've knocked you, half a metre of this. Oh, look at that. It reminds me of a kestrel or a pheasant, peacock, all that sort of vibes to me. And I think I'd like to make some journaling cards with this actually stuck on there as my first thought. There's plenty there, plenty there, because seeing as I've bought the Japanese kits from Love Junk Journals, Tracy, I can make as many as I want, can't I? And just slightly have a slight variant. Then I couldn't resist these threads. Now look at these. This is made in the USA, so you girlies over there might know this better. This is Edmar. The name is Edmar, and this is Frost Rayon, and then the other ones are Lola. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Yeah. David shouted something at me. I don't know what it was. Probably start throwing eggs at me next. This has got it's rayon, but oh, gorgeous. It's got like a pattern in a way in the thread, and I thought these are very, very fine. I mean, you can multiply them up to get a thicker thread, but perfect, I thought, for sashiko. So these are the colours that I got that I thought really would sort of blend together, and then one with a pop of colour there. So that's those. Just want to stroke them. They're so, oh, the feel of those are gorgeous. Excuse me. And then they had the fine DMC, which is hard to get, you know, hard to get over here. A lot of the Hobbycraft and places like that, they do have the 6-stranded DMC, but the fine, you know, if you want to use this for your sashiko, is hard to get. So they do sell them at Viking Loom, so that was fabulous. So this is 3033. Has it got a colour? No, there isn't a colour on that. Unless it's on there. No, 3033. And then we have Ecru, and that is number 20. And then this one is 758. Gorgeous, look at that. Gorgeous. So that's those. So I thought all those colours go in lovely together. And then I got 3 fat quarters of, I didn't realise that. I'm sure is that the same? Not quite the same. It's a smaller version of the print. So, yes, you can see there is. That's the large in all its shining glory, and this is very similar, but you can see the differences, and this is very very fine pattern. So that's that one. This one, oh, they're gorgeous, absolutely. Did that have a name? See if this has a name on it. I don't think there's any. Is there any name left? Yes, there is. Again, this is by Timeless Treasures Fabrics, and it is by Chonga Huang and Palazzo. This one is Sakura by Kwangahang. Same fabrics, same fabric. Look at that. And of course the edgings, you know how, you know, I like to use my edgings, but that's gorgeous. So a fat quarter of that. What do you have in the States? Do you have fat yards, or what do you call them over there? Do you still call them fat quarters? I mean, we used to be yards, and then we had to go metric because of the European, when we joined the European Union. So we've got used to metric now, but I'm not sure what a fat quarter is, so let me know. And then this, finally. Oh, finally, look at this. Oh, you can see I won't want to use these. I'll be wanting to hoard them, really. So whoever buys the Japanese journal is in for a treat. Look at this. Look at those stunning butterflies. Again, this is Sakura. How can it be the same name when it's... That said Sakura as well, didn't it? It must be a range rather than the actual pattern, because that's the Sakura as well. So it must be the Sakura range. And you can see that the colours... There is a little bit of sparkly gold in these that you can see. How fabulous is that? You could use that in anything, couldn't you? Oh, that would be gorgeous as a bag. Oh, so many ideas, so many ideas. So there we go. So. Oops, everything's falling off my chair. So that's a really good basic there. Look at those beauties. So I promised that I would show you a haul from there. So don't forget to tune in next week. All normal filming, hopefully, camera willing, normal filming is resumed. It's done us good to have some company, the first time in nearly 18 months. And yeah, take care out there, you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.